Hey guys, NASCAR Mobile 48 back again, and we're back to another predictions video. And today it is the final prediction video for the NASCAR Xfinity Series for the 2021 season, as we have already predicted the round of 12, the round of 8, and now it is time for the final and the third episode to predict who will win the championship at Phoenix on Saturday night. So before we go ahead and get into this, let's go ahead and do like we did in the Truck Series yesterday, as this video is right here. Go and check it out. Only 3 views and stuff, but still go check it out. But let's go ahead and do what we did yesterday. We're going to be looking at who did I predict to be eliminated in the round of 12 and who actually got eliminated. Same thing with the round of 8, and then we'll also then move on to who do I predict will make the championship, or actually win the championship. Sorry, I keep getting that mixed up. But anyway, let's go ahead and dive on into this video. So the drivers that I predicted to be eliminated after the round of 12 in the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs were Myatt Snider, Brandon Jones, Jeremy Clements, and Riley Herbst. So these were the 4 drivers I predicted to be eliminated after the first round, but in reality, here were the 4 drivers that were eliminated. So the 4 drivers that were actually eliminated in the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs were Myatt Snider, Jeb Burton, Jeremy Clements, and Riley Herbst. So I got 3 out of the 4 right, so that's 75%. So that's actually pretty good for my terrible predictions. So there you go for that. Now we moved on to the round of 8, and the 8 drivers that were in it were Harrison Burton, Brandon Jones, Justin Allgaier, Daniel Hemrick, Austin Cindric, AJ Allmendinger, Noah Gragson, and somebody else that I can't think of right now. Wait, I remember. It was Justin Haley. I'm so sorry. Justin Haley just has not had that good of a season, in my opinion, that I just forgot him. I'm so sorry. Heck, he did win a race this year, so that's my bad. Sorry, Justin Haley and Justin Haley fans. But anyway, those are the 8 drivers that have moved on into the round of 8. And now here are the 4 drivers that I predicted to be eliminated from the round of 8. So the 4 drivers I predicted to be eliminated from the round of 8 were Justin Haley, AJ Allmendinger, Brandon Jones, and Harrison Burton. So those are the 4 drivers I predicted. Now here are the 4 drivers that were actually eliminated from the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs in the round of 8. And those drivers were Justin Allgaier, Justin Haley, Brandon Jones, and Harrison Burton. So those are the 4 drivers that were actually eliminated. So another 3 out of 4 right. So technically I've gotten, let's see, 6 out of 8, which is pretty good. Best so far in the Xfinity Series, because the Xfinity Series, in my opinion, is probably the most, or one of the most, or if not the most predictable series in NASCAR right now. The Cup Series can be unpredictable at times. Same thing with the Truck Series. It's sort of like the Xfinity Series, where it's unpredictable, but at times the Truck Series can be like, oh, okay, I didn't see that coming. Like Sheldon Creed, I didn't see that coming. But like Justin Allgaier, I didn't see that one coming. But the other 3 drivers, you already knew they wouldn't make it. So, whatever. So those were the predictions overall in the first episodes. Now it is time to get down to crunch time. Who do I think will make it on the Phoenix? Oh my goodness, I keep getting it mixed up. Who do I think will win the championship, and who do I think will not? So we're gonna go one by one with the 4 drivers that have made it to the championship 4. Heck, let's go ahead and meet our championship 4 drivers. Let's see who they are. So it looks like our championship 4 drivers are Noah Gragson, AJ Allmendinger, Austin Cindric, and Daniel Hemrick. These 3 drivers, I believe, have been great all season long. Gragson has not been great in the beginning, but definitely in the playoffs, he's definitely gotten better. He's picked it up and stuff. So guys, it's not just Denny Hamlin who may have a Tony Stewart type season, because if Hamlin wins the championship, that'll be like some sort of Tony Stewart type championship, like winning races in the postseason and stuff, and then winning the championship overall. So he won 2 races in the last 9. So we'll see. Same thing with Noah Gragson. He's won 3 races in just the postseason of the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs. Or actually, no, Gragson did win 2 races technically before the end of the season, so it wouldn't really count, but it'd still be pretty good because he has 1 win in the postseason now. So we'll see what Gragson can do. But anyway, let's go one by one with each of these drivers. Give a brief review of how their season was, and also talk about how do I think they'll do at Phoenix, and how they could possibly win the championship, and how they could blow it. So let's go ahead and start off with our recent winner, Noah Gragson. So first up here we have Noah Gragson, Noah G in the number 9, getting 3 wins this season, which is the most wins he's had in a single season in the Xfinity Series, beating last year, which he only had 2. So I guess it's not that impressive, but I was just glad they was able to get a win after what a terrible start to the season. But Noah Gragson is in the championship 4, and last year he could have made it to the championship 4 with that win in Texas, but of course Harrison Burton stole the show. So we all know, like I said, Gragson, terrible start to the season, like getting a 32nd at Daytona, 28th at the Daytona Road Course, and 39th and 36th, 27th, 40th, and all these terrible finishes. And then towards like the middle of the season, he was starting to pick things up a bit, but he still just wasn't winning and stuff. And then that's where we get to Darlington, where he gets his first win of the season, then goes back-to-back winning on 9/11, where he won. He's number 9, and Haley finished second in the 11. Oh my gosh, that's weird. But still, he got the win at Richmond and gets the win at Martinsville. So Noah Gragson, definitely a threat to win the championship, winning at, technically 2 short tracks and stuff. So definitely very impressive. So these low horsepower, actually 750 horsepower tracks, I don't think the package is the same as the Xfinity Series, but still winning at these some type of short tracks and stuff. So 3 wins, 13 top 5s, and a record 8 DNFs, and average finish is a 13.4. So we'll see how he can do, because out of the 5 races he's ran at Phoenix, he only has 1 top 5, which is pretty concerning in my opinion, and 1 DNF, and that DNF came earlier this year at Phoenix, where, like I said earlier, he finished 39th. So we'll see how he can do with that, because I think that was just a mechanical issue, so things have to go right for this number 9 car. And average finish there is like a 13.8. So a reason why I'd say Gragson could win the championship, probably because just like Zane Smith, he has the momentum coming into the championship. All this hype, he has the hype build up around him now, thinking, okay, I just won at Martinsville, I just punched my ticket into the championship 4, just what I needed. I can go out there and show these older guys that I can go out there and win it and stuff. So that's what I think Noah Gragson could do on Saturday. He could go ahead and just steal the show, win it after getting that amazing win at Martinsville, where he raced really cleanly. So we'll see what Gragson can do, and hopefully he can shotgun another beer. That would be really cool to see. And a reason I don't think Gragson can win it, mostly because of the track record he's had at Phoenix and stuff. The track record at Phoenix is not pitch perfect for him. It's not championship performance level, so we'll see how he can do. I mean, he did finish second here, I believe, last year to Austin Cindric, where Gragson wasn't even in the championship 4, but he finished second. So Gragson could definitely peep out here, but we'll see, because that was when he got his only top 5 finish here, which is second. So we'll see what Gragson can do. So a reason why I think he could win the championship is the momentum he has, and a reason why I don't think he can win it is just the track record. So we'll see what happens with Noah Gragson. I'm pulling for him all the way. Now let's move on to AJ Allmendinger. Next up, we have AJ Allmendinger in the 16 car, a record 5 wins this season in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. That I think that's the most he's scored in a season, because he had 2 wins last year, 1 win in 2019. He gets 5 wins this year. Very impressive season indeed for AJ Allmendinger. I think he has 10 wins overall in his Xfinity Series career and stuff. So watch out for AJ Allmendinger and stuff. He hasn't really been that good lately. I mean, he's been pretty decent, pretty consistent and stuff lately, but earlier than that, like all season long, he's been really good. I mean, he's won at tracks I didn't expect him to win, like Michigan, Bristol. I did not expect him to win those races. Vegas was pretty cool for him to get the win, so we'll just have to see right there and stuff. But also, something that would be weird, guys. Let's say Nemechek wins the championship, Allmendinger wins the championship, and then Kyle Larson wins the championship. If those 3 win the championship, that means that those 3 have all won at Las Vegas, because that's how it was last year, where not Briscoe, but Cindric, Elliott, and Creed, they all won at the Daytona Road Course and won the championship. So Vegas could be it. And stuff. Nemechek, I predicted he'll win the championship. Do I think Larson will win the championship? You'll have to wait and see tomorrow. And then what about AJ Allmendinger? We'll see what happens for Allmendinger, because I'm rooting for him, but do I have a whole lot of confidence in him at Phoenix? Not exactly, but I am pulling from as well because in only 3 races he only has like one top 5 here. His average finish is 10th, so that's not bad, but still you got to see what he can do. I mean, he has what 4 straight top 5, top 10 finishes actually. So we'll see what he can do because I think the Phoenix race from earlier this year, he finished 5th, so that's pretty good. I mean, that's where he got his one and only top 5. So is it enough? We'll just have to see. So why do I think Allmendinger can win the championship? I feel like that he's just been better than Austin Cindric, especially since Cindric got his win at the road course. Since Cindric got the win at the road course, or technically since Allmendinger got his win at the Indy road course in the Cup Series, I think Allmendinger's just been the better driver between those two. So I think Allmendinger has been a bit better than Austin Cindric right now. I can't really say right now because Bristol, that was like a couple months ago, and those two have been kind of even, to be honest. So we'll see. And then the reason why I don't think he can win the championship is also like it's part Cindric and part Noah Gragson. Part of it is Cindric, where, like I said, he could beat Cindric, but the other part is like Cindric can beat him and stuff. And Cindric is the better driver at Phoenix, so that's the thing. And another reason why I don't think he could make it or win it is because just it's like similar to Noah Gragson, the track record. I don't see AJ Allmendinger being like a contender to win the race at Phoenix and stuff. Like, did I think he'd win the race at Phoenix earlier this year? No, I kind of thought it would be Austin Cindric. I thought he'd go back to back, and he did. So we'll see what happens with AJ Allmendinger. So the reason why I think he could win it, I think he's just been a bit better than Austin Cindric. But another reason I don't think is because him and Cindric have been kind of dead even, and Cindric may have the upper hand because he's won 2 races at this similar track, or no, at this track exactly. And also Allmendinger doesn't really have the numbers to show that he can go out and beat Cindric just like that. But hey, it's end of the season. Kaulig Racing is going to give Allmendinger his best stuff, or their best stuff, into his car. So we'll just have to wait and see. But we'll see what Allmendinger could do for the championship. Now let's move on to Austin Cindric, since we've been talking about him a bit. And here is Austin Cindric, another driver in NASCAR right now, trying to go for back-to-back championships. He won the championship last year. Elliott's going for back-to-back as well. Creed, unfortunately, is not in the championship for, which is upsetting. So we'll see what happens now for Austin Cindric. So Cindric, he's had a really nice start to the year. Got the win at Daytona, and then he finished second at the Daytona road course to Ty Gibbs and stuff. But he started off the season high. He started off the season very good. First 5 races, 5 straight top 5 finishes, including 2 wins at Daytona and at Phoenix, the track we're going to next. Then the next few races, they've been pretty good and pretty and stuff, like a 13th or a 30th comes here, but then he also gets a 2nd and a 6th, and then gets a win again at Dover and stuff. And then he's just having a pretty nice solid season. But after he got his win at the Indy road course, the next 2 races have been terrible for him. 37th, 39th, not good finishes for him. One of them was at a super speedway, you gotta say, and the other one, it was just unfortunate. So we'll see what happens with Austin Cindric, because currently right now, ever since the Bristol race, he's had a top 10 in every single race, so that's pretty good for him. So a bit of momentum on his side, and he's won the championship last year. He did what he had to do and got the win. Shocked all of us because we all thought it would be the 9 race winner, Chase Briscoe, but no, it was Austin Cindric who just came up behind and shocked everybody, or some people, because some people thought, Cindric may win it if it's not Briscoe. But still, nice one for Cindric. 2 wins at Phoenix, so that's definitely really good for him. 4 top 5s at this track out of the 7 races he's been in. An average finish of a 5.8, which I believe is the best out of all the championship 4 drivers. So we just have to watch out for Austin Cindric. So I think he could get the job done, but we'll just have to wait and see. Why do I think he's going to win the championship? I feel like just the experience he has at Phoenix. He's won the championship last year. He won at Phoenix earlier this year, showing next time we come here, I'm definitely going to win this one. So that's what I'm saying of why do I think he could win it. A reason why I don't think he can win it, I feel like a reason why he couldn't win it. Maybe some unluck comes his way. Something like a Brett Moffitt. Like Brett Moffitt was doing great in the truck race until a late caution comes out, strategy and stuff, and he loses the championship and stuff. So I don't know if that'll happen to Austin Cindric, but it could. It could happen. And also, you don't know, what if Daniel Hemrick and AJ Allmendinger come out of nowhere, or Noah Gragson? What if all three of those guys just fire up on all cylinders, kicking into that fourth gear, and then just shockingly are better than, well, not better than Cindric, but equally as good as him, to where it's going to be a tight battle for the championship. Like, there's no guaranteed winner right now. So we'll just have to see. So reason why I think Cindric can win the championship is just he's been in this situation before and he's passed it before. And then a reason why I don't think he can win it is maybe some unfortunate issues may come his way, or if his competition they come after him just like that. So we'll see for Austin Cindric, but I think he has really good odds in the championship 4. Now let's look at our final driver, Daniel Hemric. And finally, we have Daniel Hemric in the 18 car, the driver who has 0 wins in the Xfinity series right now, but still a very competitive driver indeed. Some people are just saying he needs to pull a Matt Craft and he needs to win a championship without winning a race. So I don't think that's going to happen. It may happen. There's a huge possibility, but the truck series, there's a reason why people step up to trucks, then people step down to trucks. So they step up to Xfinity rather than step down from Xfinity. So whatever. Anyway, Daniel Hemric has had a pretty good season as well. First year with JGR, 4 straight top 10s to start off the season. Then had some good races. Then has had a couple bad races and stuff, and it's been kind of back and forth throughout the season. But as of lately, he's been pretty good. The Kansas race, of course, was like a 15th place finish, but he's still running pretty good. So you can't count out Daniel Hemric, even though he has no wins. Don't count him out, guys, because, well, actually, I don't know. Daniel Hemric's track record at this track is the worst of the Championship 4 drivers. Out of the 7 races he's ran here, he's had 2 top 5 finishes, average finish of 14th, and when they last came to Phoenix, he finished 23rd. So I don't know what that was about, but we'll see what happens with Daniel Hemric. I feel like a lot more confidence is going to build in him coming into this one, thinking we can win this championship. I don't care about if these drivers had this many wins in the season. You're in the championship for the reason. You're trying to prove the haters wrong, and you're trying to show that wins don't matter. Wins do matter, but when it comes to the championship 4, it doesn't matter then. It just doesn't matter about the wins that you got in the season. It matters on that one race immediately. So we'll see what happens with Daniel Hemric. I think he has a really good shot at winning the championship, just like any of these other drivers, and I think a lot of confidence is gonna hit him right away and stuff. So I don't know what happened at Phoenix early this season, but he's had a really nice season. So a reason why I think Daniel Hemric could win the championship, I just think he's the underdog. Not only is Noah Gragson the underdog, but I think Daniel Hemric is the underdog coming into this one. No wins, maybe he could get the win at Phoenix and also win the championship. We'll see. I think he can get it done, and I think that he's just been very fast enough to be able to do it, because not only have Cindric and Allmendinger have good finishes in the past few races, same thing with Daniel Hemric. And Daniel Hemric has kind of been a bit of a step above than those guys, because he's been competing for the wins while those guys were just hanging back in like the top 5, top 10 and stuff. And then a reason why I don't think he can win it, I feel like there's some pressure on Daniel Hemric, because I know he doesn't have a win and stuff, and I know this is his first time making the championship 4 in a couple years and stuff, so there's nothing really for him to lose, because he's going to be back. He'll be in colleague equipment next year, but there's definitely pressure on him saying, oh, he doesn't have a win, why do you think he's going to win the championship? He has good odds of winning the championship. This is probably the same thing with Matt Crafton and stuff. No wins, but has good odds to win the championship. So watch out for Daniel Hemric. So I think a reason he could win the championship is I feel like he's a really stout underdog, and he's been atop of his competitors in the last few races. And the reason I don't think he can get it, I feel like the pressure is kind of going to build on Daniel Hemric because of the no wins meme and stuff. And heck, he almost won at Martinsville, but that caution came out. But Gragson raced him clean. I'm proud of Gragson, so that sucks right there for Hemric. But hey, he maybe could go out here and get the win and stuff, maybe get the championship. I mean, if he wins the championship but does not win the race, that's going to be that's gonna be bittersweet for him, to be honest. I feel like it'd be bittersweet. You win the championship, yay! But how many wins do you have? 0. So that's gonna still sting for him heading into next year if he does win the championship overall. But those are the championship 4 drivers that I explained, and now it is time for me to predict who do I think will be crowned 2021 Xfinity Series Championship or Xfinity Series champion. Okay, let's start off from 4th, 3rd, 2nd to 1st. So here is the driver who I think is going to finish last out of the other 3 competitors. And I think that driver's Daniel Hemrick. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. But I think Daniel Hemrick's going to finish last in the championship 4. I'm sorry, but I love Daniel Hemrick. But he's the only one right now who does not have a win and is in the championship 4. I mean, he's earned his spot. He's definitely earned his spot. He might not have a great finish. What am I even saying? I'm trying to mouth it right. I'm trying to say it right. He might not have had a good race at Phoenix earlier this year, but I feel like it's gonna. Will Daniel Hemrick have a better race at Phoenix compared to earlier this year? Of course, yes, he will. Do I think he can win it? I'm not sure because right now you can't really say, oh, do you guys expect Daniel Hemrick to go out at Phoenix and win it? Like, straight up, do you think he can go ahead and win it? I don't know, because he has to deal with an AJ Allmendinger who's been really good all year. Same thing with Austin Cindric, even though he's not won since August, but he has 2 wins here. He's trying to go back-to-back, and you have Noah Gragson, who has the momentum on his side and the fans on his side since he just won at Martinsville, and there's a whole lot of confidence in that number 9 guy. And then Daniel Hemrick, you have him who just lost the race. So it's hard to say, but anything can happen. This is just a prediction, but you don't know how it's going to go because the other side of me thinks Daniel Hemrick could actually pull it off, maybe finish like 2nd or something, but we'll see what happens. But for now, I'm just going to I just want to be on the safe side. So I think Daniel Hemrick will finish last in the championship 4. So we'll just see what happens IRL. So now on to 3rd place. So the driver that I think is going to finish 3rd in the championship 4, I think it's going to be AJ Allmendinger. That's right, AJ Allmendinger. The reason why is because, like I said with the track record, Allmendinger, in my opinion, isn't the best, or isn't the guy or the driver I think of like a track at like Phoenix or something, or New Hampshire. I think he's going to do well. That's kind of wrong in my opinion, because I don't think he's been that good at like these type of tracks, like these shorter tracks and stuff. He likes the bigger tracks, like the road courses or the 1.5 mile, 2 mile tracks and stuff. Short track style is not what comes to mind when you say AJ Allmendinger and stuff. So I don't think Allmendinger is going to win the championship, but I think it's just going to be an honor for him to even make it there after having a stellar season. So it would be sad for it, but that's my prediction, to be honest. But anything can happen. Like I said with Daniel Hemrick, anything can happen. So for now, I'm just going to put Allmendinger in 3rd. Now that leaves Austin Cindric and Noah Gragson. Who do I think will win the championship? So let's start off with the driver I put in 2nd, and that driver is Noah Gragson. I am so sorry. I'm like the boring character here. I am like the boring person. I don't think Noah Gragson will win the championship, but I'll say he gave a hell of a run after winning 2 races in a row and getting the win at Martinsville last weekend. I think Gragson will put up a great show. Just can't beat out the man Austin Cindric, who's won 2 times in a row at Phoenix and has won the championship before. He knows what to do. Gragson, this is his first time making the championship 4. Same thing with AJ Allmendinger, and Daniel Hemrick has not made the championship 4 in a while, and last time he did, the championship 4 was still in Homestead. This is not Homestead. This is Phoenix. This is ISM Raceway, whatever track they call it now. I don't give a crap about the name. But still, Noah Gragson, I think he'll just come out short because I think Gragson will have a really stellar race. I think he'll lead a few laps. I think he'll have a nice race. I think he's going to keep up with Austin Cindric. I just think he's going to come up short in the closing laps, and I think this is how it's going to be. Maybe some trouble on the restart, can't catch Cindric, something that we've seen before in racing. So Gragson, I'm sorry, but it's going to be a huge momentum killer. And if you really think about that, it would suck. Like, really, no one cares of who wins the championship except it's like Austin Cindric, because if Hemrick, Allmendinger, or Gragson win the championship, do you know how great that would be, and how much fun that would be for those guys, and how excited the fans would be for them? Like Daniel Hemrick not winning a race, like if he does win at Phoenix, he gets his first win, gets his first championship as well. That'd be very cool. That would be very awesome. In fact, has that ever happened? Has that ever happened before, where a driver won when they won their first race, they also won the championship? I don't know if that's ever happened before, but someone in the comments, please let me know. But still, that would be very awesome if Hemrick could do that. And then Allmendinger, that would be a hell of an interview if he won the championship. How happy he'd be. Chris Rice, Matt Collar, that'd be a really great interview. And then also with Noah Gragson, that'd be a lot of fun. Him hanging out with the fans, winning the championship, that'd be amazing. But then when you go to Austin Cindric, it's plain. It's nothing. He's probably going to get a couple boos or something. So let's go ahead and move on to Austin Cindric, and why do I think he'll win the championship? So all in all, I have Austin Cindric being crowned Xfinity Series champion for the second year in a row. I mean, it's a really good prediction, to be honest, guys. It's not a fun prediction, but it actually is a pretty logical prediction, because this guy, he's won 2 races in a row here. He's won the championship before. He's had the experience. Now he knows what to do and stuff. So you can't count out Austin Cindric, even though he has not won since August. Even though he hasn't been as good as like recent drivers like Noah Gragson or Daniel Hemrick, you still can't count him out, because it's the tracks. Cindric knows this track, and he knows how to race it, and he knows how to win here and stuff. So I mean, his biggest competitors here have been drivers like from Junior Motorsports. I've been saying, like, Justin Allgaier, he's been competing against him at Phoenix, and also same thing with Noah Gragson, he's been competing with him here. So I think Austin Cindric's biggest challenger is most likely going to be Noah Gragson, but it could also be AJ Allmendinger or Daniel Hemrick. They may be equally as good, but I'm just gonna give it to Austin Cindric. I mean, I don't hate Austin Cindric. Would I want to see him win the championship? I mean, if he wins the championship, that's cool, but I'd rather see like some other drivers win the championship, like a Noah Gragson, not Austin Cindric, but AJ Allmendinger and Daniel Hemrick, because those guys have character and stuff. I mean, Daniel Hemrick doesn't really have character. The character comes out of him not winning races, but still, it'd be very cool. But we'll see what happens. This is just prediction, so just like with John Hunter Nemechek, I predict Austin Cindric will win the 2021 NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship, so he will enter the Cup Series, a 2-time Xfinity Series champion, just like Tyler Reddick. So let's see what happens, but that's going to do it for today's video. So that will do it. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. We will be having my Cup Series prediction of who do I think will win the championship going into Phoenix. We'll have that up tomorrow. I should be having a video for my gaming channel up later tonight, so stay tuned and go watch that. Link to my gaming channel will be in the description. Go subscribe over there. If you want to follow me on Instagram, link will also be in the description. Also subscribe to this channel. That would mean a lot. I appreciate those who've already subscribed. But that'll do it. So see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. This is NASCAR Mobile 48. Peace out.